Hello, everybody. Dr. McGuire from Higher Education Assist. Hope all is well. Uh, we're talking about scholarships, grants, and tuition assistant programs. But for this conversation with Danny, how are you, Danny?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for taking the time to connect with me. So
Nope.
we're going to
Thanks for
talk
having me.
about, yeah, we're going to talk about scholarships because you now have graduated college, right? But
Yep.
let's rewind the tape and talk about where you were in high school and transition to college and what your scholarship opportunities look like at the time and where you are now. So the floor is yours. So let's go back to high school.
High
When
school.
Go ahead.
Scary times. But that's okay. So in terms of scholarships, I think honestly for everybody, the opportunities are endless in terms of scholarships. I never took full advantage and I regret it to this day because there are so many different scholarships that I could have gotten that I just didn't because I was lazy. But you don't want to be lazy when you're trying to save money. Um,
But hang on,
so you
I'm going to interrupt you a lot. So give me examples of things that maybe you now looking back on they should have or could have taken advantage of and you did.
So there's a lot of different like companies out there that will just throw money at you. If you look up scholarships online, there are like super hyper specific ones that you can like apply for that almost no one applies for. And if you apply for it, you're almost like guaranteed to get the money. I was told that all throughout high school and even college, where it's like I would be like, I'm struggling financially, whatever, and my friends would be like, dude, go on, this website and just apply for their scholarship and you can find I can't even like name one specific example because you can find like anywhere if you look up online scholarships and go to like a specific website, the company, whatever, and apply for scholarships. Like you can get them almost like that. Like they're small but they add up like
Sure.
500 to $1,000, even sometimes $2,000 $3,000 for things like your heritage. What else? If you were like a first generation college student, if you what other things can you get? You can get scholarships for like sports. You can get scholarships for interest. You can get scholarships for if you have like a
Everything.
yeah, if you have a different eye color than somebody else. If you have like I'm being serious. If you have a really
I
unique
know.
disease, like you laugh, but like if you literally look it up and you can find a scholarship for whatever you're looking for. So for sure,
Uh,
like
but hang on. So with that said, so the folks who are watching this have a copy of my Go to College for Free resource guide, which encompasses scholarships, grants, and tuition assistance programs. But everything you're saying is right on par. The key, I think, to the audience out there is you have to watch the .com sites, right? Um, when at all possible, start with .org, .gov. Usually gets you to a better space place. Go
what you
ahead.
said. No, yeah, very true. Because .com isn't always reliable. There can be scams. So you want to watch out because you're putting out like your social security number,
Yeah.
all this like personal information that can be easily stolen. So I mean, it's easy to find people that are giving you money, but it's also easy to find people that are saying they're going to give you money and then are actually just going to steal your information instead. So
Mm-hmm.
you want to be wary of that. .org and .gov sites are definitely more
Yeah.
reliable. So.
So let me ask you. So times have changed because nowadays, and it's hasn't gone away, but people think of scholarships as parents or students collectively that I have to be a model student, A student, um, merit scholarships, but you know, there's a lot of other versions of scholarships.
Absolutely.
So what actually, because I know you said you understandably you were in high school and may have not been your first priority, but what persuaded you to move forward in pursuing those scholarships?
It was well, I come from a very low middle income family, more on the low side. So like you said, what prevented me or what encouraged me?
Well, you said I forget what the words you used, but as a high school student, it's hard to get motivated to pursue, in some cases, scholarship opportunities because of some rejections. People think, again, what I said, you have to be quote smart, whatever that means. There's a lot of obstacles that people face in their own perception that don't
Yeah.
allow defeat, right? Rejection that don't allow them to pursue a scholarship. Like, for example, essays. There's a lot of scholarships out there where you don't have to write an essay,
Yeah,
right?
there's a lot that you can just I'm telling you, there's scholarships that you can put like your name down.
Yeah,
Like that's all you have to do, just put your name down. And they like you can get money from that. Like it's wild.
sure. But the commonality is, all right, to your point, is that you have to go explore, and even I kind of help handhold the families where I provide them monthly scholarships, but at the same time is money, right? So
Yeah.
the more time you put in, the better off you're going to be at the end, right? Why graduate? And I know you said before you still have loans, and that's okay, but you have to reduce that overhead once you graduate.
Yeah, you do. That's
Right?
the most important thing. To put it in perspective for people who are I think the biggest message I want to get out is for people to like just not slack off on it because I owe probably $80,000 in debt
Which ain't
and
bad.
it's not bad compared to a lot of people. And it's a huge like just like worry that I have. I used to be like watching these like TV shows like Deal or No Deal and stuff and see people, walking away with like $19,000, whatever, $80,000. You're like, I'm gonna pay off my student debt with this. I was like, that's so boring. Like, do something different. But now I'm looking at that like, well, it's actually a really good way to use the money. Like, why, I when I could just go on a show like that and not have student debt and then spend that money elsewhere. So it's just like imperative to really look. And all it takes is a simple Google search and like 10 minutes of your time. And you can even apply for like multiple scholarships at once sometimes. Like
Right.
it's.
Listen, not to put you on a spot, and you can tell me no, but I'm definitely putting you on a spot. So you graduate with 80 some thousand dollars in payback money.
Mhm.
What does that look like financially, monthly?
Oh, okay. That's a good question. I was wondering about that. So if I was a like high school college kid, this is like a great uh answer. Um It looks like okay. So I have one loan. My freshman year is pretty much paid off because of COVID. So I got like refunds and stuff. Sophomore year, I took out, I think it was like a $20,000 loan or $15,000 loan, and interest is crazy. So those payments are going to be, uh, I think 100. I wrote it down. It's like 129.95 a month.
Okay.
For that loan. Yeah, 129.95. For my junior year loan, which was uh like 22,000, that was my biggest loan I took out. Um, it's $161 for and 57 cents every month for 15 years. The same thing, the last loan is also 15 years.
Hey, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. And then my lowest loan is like 6,000, 5,900. That's for senior year. And that I owe 113.86 every month for 5 years. So that'll
All
be
right.
paid off
So total
within
total that up for me, and people can do the same. But
total,
so
it's
what
like 400,
a month?
yeah, a month. And that's not the most important thing. That's not including like the federal loans, like the unsubsidized and subsidized, because I have no idea what that is
Right.
yet.
And
So
that's the problem, though. No detriment to yourself, but people, families, and students don't really get the terms and conditions when doing this, right?
yeah,
So,
it's like an easy way out, but the
would you say
future.
let's circle the pencil around $500 a month, maybe ish?
Yeah, I mean five around there probably. maybe
And
more.
honestly, that yeah, more right. That's pretty cheap as a national average, possibly.
Yeah.
But and it's great you're sharing this information, and I appreciate it. But $500 a month at 22, how old are you?
I'm 22.
22, right? That's a lot,
Yeah. And then
right?
also on top of that, I don't live at home. So I'm paying rent, car insurance, phone bill, groceries, and I'm working a part-time job. Like
Right, right.
it's just
So
hard.
what is your degree in again?
I'm a communications degree and I have a minor in public relations.
Okay. So not only are you working in part-time jobs that are not necessarily um, related to your degree, right?
Nope. Yep.
You're paying on that return, and why why I'm telling you this because we talked about it before. It's to share light on others who are getting ready to do this that could learn from you and or parents, because parents, as you know, and you are so quick to dive into the loan status and sign on the dotted line. And you did a great job to the best of your ability in acquiring these scholarships. But if you look back, there could have been more opportunity, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. I'll be completely honest with you. The only scholarships I went into school with were the ones that were given to me from
Through high
school.
school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from high
Yep.
school and also from college. Like I applied for FAFSA aid, obviously, so that helped. Um, but again, some of that aid is loans. So, you don't see it. Like it's like, oh, FAFSA, like government's giving you money, but like it's in the fine print that you have to pay some of it back.
Yeah.
Um, and then also I got like a loan from my university, one of their highest loans. It was like 23, not loan, scholarship. It was like 23,000 a year. And the tuition is like 46 or something.
Woo.
Yeah. And then like room and board is like 15 a year. So it was not a joke. It was very expensive. Um, yeah, but I didn't really like go after any of those other loans. I could have, and maybe I applied for like one or two. But yeah, and then I got another loan like or scholarship my junior year. But yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely could have had more for sure.
Okay.
So
Okay. So I won't hold you up, and I appreciate it. So the moral of the story is, mom, dad, students, get out there, right? Get out there.
yes, I'm
Start.
telling you, you don't need to even do that much. Like you can take your college essay that you applied to colleges with and put that in as the essay for some of these scholarships, and like so half the people don't even apply for them. Like it's like
Yeah.
it's totally different from applying to win like Taylor Swift tickets from a radio station versus like getting this money. Like it's like, wow, $1,000 is so much money, like whatever. One, no, it's not in the grand scheme of things. And two, like if you just apply like 99% of the time, you're gonna get the money. And I
Yeah.
wish I knew that. So
Yeah. All right. So in closing, and I appreciate it, what age, what grade would you suggest that families and students start pursuing these opportunities?
definitely junior year of high school. I think
Junior.
junior year is a great year to start looking at colleges. I don't think you should worry about it like sophomore year, freshman year. You can like, obviously look, but really junior year is the most important year of high school because that's the one that colleges are going to look at. So I would suggest working your hardest your junior year of high school and also kind of browsing around as to what colleges you want to go to. And then senior year, really starting to apply for the scholarships and getting that money so that you can put it towards school in the fall. And then if you work hard enough, your freshman year will be basically free.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, everybody watching, there's Danny's perspective on scholarships and obtaining free money. I say free money, right? Free money that
Mhm.
you most likely in 99% of the cases don't have to pay back, right?
Yeah, you don't have to pay back scholarships. That you can that's money you can run with.
Love it.
So
Love it. All right, Danny, I appreciate it.
thank you.
Okay, hang tight.